Hey, what's going on, P90Xers and YouTubers? This is Ben. This is going to be one of two videos here. So I'm going to adjust my camera. There we go. One of two videos here. Let me get some more light. The first one's going to be some questions asked to me by P90Xer by the name of Slacker Since 85. I don't know if you guys ever. I never knew he was on P90X. I never seen any of his videos. He hasn't posted that I've seen any 30-day or anything like that, which I recommend you do, man. You need to post that stuff, or at least keep it for your records. But this kid's a dancer. I mean, he's a good break dancer, hip hop dancer. Lots of very core centered moves. So he's asking a few questions here, and this video is for you, dude. It says, I start to lose weight, which I can't afford, so I bought the following products. A recovery drink, protein bar, a whey protein of a certain type, P90X multivitamin, and you also have a joint soother. As far as the joint soother, going with the supplements, other ones, if it works for you and you're not feeling sick, you can do it. I always recommend, if you're going to do any other kind of supplements that aren't made by the same company and you're going to stack them, which means use them on top of each other, I always recommend that I would personally recommend that you separate them by at least an hour. Unless time is a factor, then you're going to have to do certain things, but a joint soother or something like that, I looked it up. I don't know if it's a pill or liquid form, but that's going to be okay. You can take that within an hour or so, or if you're taking it with other stuff and you're not having a problem, that's fine. I take glutamine. It's a flavorless powder that's 5 grams per teaspoon. I take that before I work out, and I take it right before I go to bed, and I mix it with anything that I use, and it works just fine. So, let's see. You're 5'3" and 105 pounds. I checked the BMI, which is a body mass index. Kind of gives you a general form of if you're obese or underweight. For your BMI, if you're 5'3" and you weigh 105 pounds, your BMI is 18.6. That's right up at a tenth of a point above normal. Normal is 18.5 to 24.9. So if you wanted to, you can afford to gain some weight. I saw your videos. You look relatively skinny like I did. I'm assuming you're a young teenage kid or early 20s, late teens, I'm assuming, because I look like that as well. Even if you weighed 120 pounds, your BMI would still be at 21.3, which is well within the normal range. So you can afford to gain some weight, so I can see why you want to do that. Let's see. I looked up the protein that you were taking, the Cinto Gainer whey protein. It looks pretty legit. I couldn't find anything with the ingredients, but it looks pretty intense. It says you take 4 scoops. That's a lot. 54 grams. So I'll tell you how to take that in a minute. It says here, you asked, what happens if I take too much protein? I took 130 grams yesterday, and now I feel a little bit of discomfort on my right side of my waist. That's something you got to keep an eye on. Your body is going to tell you when you've over or underdone something. As far as the protein is concerned, if you're talking about 130 grams total, I think that's normal. But if you're talking 130 grams just with the protein powder itself, that's a little much. I did some research and I found that your liver is located on your right side, like right underneath your ribs. And if you're feeling pain there, that might be your liver having a hard time filtering that stuff out. I have never had that problem, and I take 28 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 28 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take 140 grams of just pure isolate protein in a day. So, and I've never had that problem, but of course I weigh a little bit more. So if it's hurting on your side, it could be that you took too much protein. It could be something else. I would start doing just process of elimination. Cut down something first. Maybe change the time a little bit, or up your water. Water is a really good thing to help filter out your liver and keep it cleaned out. You need to be drinking like half your body weight in ounces. So you need to be drinking 50 ounces. But a good rule of thumb for me that I use is if you're not pissing clear, you're not hydrated. So that's about, I drink about a glass every 30 minutes, just a big tall glass of water. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be cold, doesn't have to be a certain degree, but, you know, I drink mine so much, it's a little above room temperature, so it goes down real quick. And, you know, I'm peeing probably every 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it keeps you hydrated, and you'll start learning to control it a little bit better. For every hour you'll piss, but stay hydrated, man. That's the key to keep your liver from going into overdrive. Okay, as far as the protein powder is concerned, you're taking, that's 4 scoops, I'm assuming, and you're taking 54 grams. I would change it up a little bit. Okay, now there is a crucial time when you need to take it. Probably three times in a day that you could really take it. First thing in the morning when you get up. That's when your body, you've been asleep for 7, 8, 9 hours, 10 hours, or however long you sleep, 6 to 10 hours. You've been asleep. Your body still does its stuff, and it's just, you know, constantly digesting or whatnot. So first thing in the morning is when your body needs all that protein and stuff like that to get into your system. So take it. I would only take 2 scoops, which is going to be 27 grams of protein. So I would just take 2 scoops just to get it going, you know. So, and then you go work out. I would take 2 scoops before you work out. 27 grams, maybe even just 1, depending on how you feel. All right, when you get done working out, that's when I would take the 54 grams, right when you get done. When you walk in, and I read the website, it says, you know, 30 to 45 minutes, you know, it absorbs 80% of it. That's great. You know, take 3 or 4 scoops, it's up to you. And if you want, that's the one I'm not sure about. It's the one to take at night, because I'm not sure if it's a complete whey protein. It said it has some complex carbs and stuff in there. But if you're trying to gain weight and stuff like that, carbs at night would do it. But I don't know if that's the healthy way. It's up to you if you want to take it at night. But those are the 3 times to take it: morning, before, and after workout. Let's see. The best time to take supplements, I told you about the whey protein. As far as the multivitamin stuff, you know, first thing in the morning is good. The protein bar and stuff, that should be your afternoon snack of some sort. Just make sure when you take your protein, you're calculating it all up, that you keep in mind of the stuff you ate as well for food. That counts. So let's see here. One more question you had. What is it, slow and fast digesting carb and protein? All right, that's a good question. A fast digesting protein is something that you'll take through a protein supplement. The kind you got, I want to say it's a fast digesting. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it is. It's a whey protein isolate, or a whey protein. Fast digesting means it goes within the system in 30 minutes. So that's a good fast digesting protein. A slow digesting protein would be something called casein powder, C-A-S-I-E-N, forgive me if I spell it wrong, or cottage cheese. That's a really good one to take at night. Eat some cottage cheese right before you go to sleep. Slow digesting protein stays in your system and slowly releases protein as your body digests within 7 hours. It's a good stuff. That's what I use. So that's the only slow digesting proteins that I know of are casein powder and cottage cheese. All right. The rest take normal time to digest, as far as tuna and turkey and stuff like that. Now, as far as the carbs, that's a tricky one, okay? Because you're going to have to look that up. A slow digesting carb is usually anything. Well, it's tough. Fruit's a good rule of thumb. Fruit, bananas, apples, and stuff like that. But on the other side of that, honeydew melon. I think honeydew melon, don't quote me on that, but I know watermelon and cantaloupe are fast digesting carbs. So you're going to have to look that up on the internet, find out which one's which. But a slow digesting carb is what you want to eat about 30 minutes before you go and work out, like a banana or an apple or something like that. When you're doing a whole hour, that will give you sustained energy while burning off your fat. Now with you, it's a different story. You're trying to gain weight, so work with it like that. But lots of fruit is a good slow digesting carb. A fast digesting carb is something you're going to need to take with sugar. Sugar is a fast digesting carb, something like that. That's why watermelon and cantaloupe, they have that fructose in there, so it's fast digesting. That's something you're going to want to take right after you get done working out to get your insulin level boosted up to push all that protein out. I saw your videos, man. You look fucking like a rock. Your body's all twisting and turning like that, so you got a good core. As far as calories intake, I'd intake as many calories as you're taking. But listen to your body. It's going to tell you when you've overdone it. Okay? If your side starts hurting from taking too much supplements or something like that, or you're just not feeling right, just forget about it, clean it out, and just eat a lot of food. I hope this helps, man. Keep up the good work, and you need to post your pictures, man. See what you look like and stuff like that. But good luck. Keep bringing it, man. If you have any more questions, let me know. Out.